Nielsen, maybe can you just share with us some of the key features and of your program? Maybe we can have the slide deck if you don't mind.
Jalan lama sikit lah. Who pasted the answer, right? Like who pasted this one? The way that I design Global Tracker Japan is based on 4 important layers, right? 4 important layers, as you can see from the slide. The first layer is actually tutorial. We realized that in order for the participants to play the game well, they need to learn how to use the technology. So we have actually arranged 1 day before the game starts, 1 hour of tutorials for the team to actually experience using Discord as well as Google Maps, right? So this will enable them to reduce their learning curve, right? So that they are able to learn it, and when they play the game on the next day, they don't spend so much time, learning the technology part. They can actually dive into the game itself. So that is the first layer of tutorial. We'll find this is very important, and even we have created YouTube videos. We have PDF documents to ensure that they really learn this and they don't waste time learning the software. The next layer is environment. So what we do is that, as we mentioned just now, 47% of people struggle working remotely because they lack of motivation. So in this game itself, we create the environment for the people to do their best. So we have 7 mindsets in Global Tracker Japan. Right? So these 7 mindsets actually helps to shape the environment for this game. So when they play this game, they are able to always refer back to the 7 mindset, right? So one of them is hungry for coaching, right? So are you hungry for coaching when you play this game, right? Or do you actually complain, right? Or do you really look into what are the things that I need to learn, or who can I learn from, right? Are you hungry to do that, right? So if you have that mindset, right, a lot of things can be solved, right? And that also leads to another mindset called for things to change, I must change first. So how do we actually look within ourselves? So I think during COVID-19, personally, I have looked within myself a lot, realized that I have so much weaknesses, right? It's not actually about the technology. It's not so much about COVID-19, right? It's actually a lot about ourselves. If we keep on improving ourselves, right, so a lot of things can be solved. So that's the second layer on environment. The third layer is actually channels. So why do we use channels? Is because channels allow team members to communicate among themselves easily and to communicate with the trainers and facilitator very fast. Therefore, it allows collaboration, communication, clarity to happen in the game. And we want them to go back with that mindset. When you go back to your organization, can we continuously seek for coaching? Can we continuously seek for clarity? Can we keep on communicating, stay on the line? And the last layer, right, the fourth layer is actually debrief. So I think MindHeart as a trainer, we also actually conduct games online, on a face-to-face basis. And in online itself, we also rely a lot about debrief to allow the participants to actually learn what went well, what didn't go well, what can they learn. And we break the game into 2 sections. The first session is round 1. After they finish round 1, they come back to do a debrief. That is where they realize, oh, these are the challenges that I face. How can I do it better in round 2? So by doing that, they can see their progress from not so good until became very good, right? So, and they go back with a fantastic experience to feel like, initially I struggle, just like how we do. But at the end of the day, if I persevere, if I perspire to inspire, if I realize for things to change, I must change first. At the end, you can see your progress up. And we want them to go back with this message and say this message in their heart, and hopefully they can transpire into their real life.
Great.